Hello, this is Lori with Colorado's Finest. That's correct. Today we are going to take you from the initial phone call when you guys just reach out all the way to the closing table when you have purchased that dream home in Colorado, what that process looks like. You're going to hear from it from one of our clients firsthand. So let's get right to it. So we have a fun video for you today, as you can see, but before we get into it, we want to tell you the why behind our video that we're doing today. And it really is because when you guys reach out, we know your worries, we know your angst, we know the process, we do it every day, but we realize that we do it every day and you don't. And so we wanted to kind of give you, from our client's perspective, the process from the initial phone call to the closing table.
Well, and we have a treat at the end of this video, so you're going to want to stay tuned. We are actually with one of our clients who have done the state-to-state move, and we are interviewing her and asking her the hard questions, you know, where part of that anxiety could come from, what things were unknown, and what we really helped lay out for her. So stay tuned till the end.
So we're going to get right to it. Let's go.
And our client's name is The Initial Phone Call. This is Kayleen with Colorado's Finest Agency here in Colorado Springs. Can I help you?
Hi Kayleen, my name is Roxanne. I'm looking to move to Colorado Springs. We're coming from Hawaii, and I'm looking for something in the Briargate area. Can you help me with that?
Absolutely, we can help. We do a lot of business in the Briargate area. Would love to help you all. My next question to you would be, could you tell me a little bit about your circumstances, your timeline? Do you have another home to sell? I know since you're coming from another state, there's probably a lot of moving pieces, so even information about family members, if you have any children that are school age, and then also about the house itself that you're looking for. What are the minimum bedrooms, bathrooms, and criteria that you're looking for in your dream home?
Yeah, I'm looking for a four bedroom plus office house, maybe like 2-story with a basement, finished basement, and something close to like an elementary school and the hospital. We are military family, so we'll be using a VA loan.
Yeah, absolutely. So the first thing we like to do is set you up on an individual home search with all of those wants and needs in that dream home, and it gets delivered to your email each day or week. We can set the different parameters. After that, I want to know, are you going to be shopping in person, or will you be shopping 100% virtually?
Yeah, so we've never been to Colorado Springs before, but we will be there on the 15th. So if you have anything available to show us, that would be great.
That sounds great. We're looking forward to your visit and helping you all make Colorado Springs your home. So now here's the fun part, the interactive part. We started doing this in our videos, and I actually really like it.
We like to hear from you guys. So
and I feel like I know you from even just a comment down below.
So a lot of times when we're going to set you up in the initial home search, which we're going to talk about here in a minute, you know, a lot of times we're going to ask you those questions. Do you have an animal for a variety of reasons, whether that's an HOA or that privacy fence, that thing. So drop below, do you have a dog?
Or a cat, or a fish, or what kind of, put the emoji down below. So if you have 2 dogs, put 2 dog emojis.
And if you don't have any animals, we're not going to leave you out. Drop down where you're watching from. We'd love to know where you guys are at. The contingency.
So as you're navigating the move to Colorado, some people have a home to sell. That is definitely one of the moving pieces we help you put together. If you talk to a lender, we can figure out if we need to write a contingent offer or if you can be non-contingent. So we definitely want to get you in touch with our preferred lender to go over those terms. The other piece to that is, depending on where you're at, we have agents across the entire country that we work with all the time. So if you need a referral for a listing agent in your area, reach out.
So if you do have a home to sell, what's what we specialize in, we are one of your top relocation groups here in Colorado. We help people make that move all the time. So if you have a home to sell in state A and you're moving to Colorado and you want that process seamless, it is what we specialize in, and we can help you make that move. the home search.
So after we've identified what you're looking for in your home here in Colorado Springs, we like to set you up on an individualized home search. So what that means, you can look online at many different homes, but an individualized home search directly ties back to our MLS. So what that means is we put in all of these criteria that you're looking for, so your inbox sends you over those specific homes that meet that criteria. It's directly linked to our MLS. That's where most of our inventory is that we can sell. And it's not delayed as in many third-party search engines. And so you get real time. So let's go and check out what a home search looks like. So this is the back end of the MLS. We belong to Pikes Peak MLS. We also belong to one up in the Denver metro area and also down in Pueblo County. So what I will check is we're looking for active homes. Maybe I'll blow this up a little bit for you. We're looking for active homes. We don't want any solds or anything else. Maybe within a $300,000 price point up to $600,000. Maybe you're looking for at least a 4-bedroom home and at least a 2-car garage. What this is showing me down here is that there's potential of 462 matches, which is way too many to sort through. And so then I will go into a next kind of sorting of what type of property. If I know that you're only looking for a single family home, then I will select that. Maybe you're looking only in, let's see, maybe Lewis Palmer School District. We're down to 11 matches, which shows it's super interesting. If I go over here maybe to District 20 at that price point, you're going to have 37 matches. If I need to do any more sorting, I can sort by floor plan. I can add in if there's an HOA or not. There's many different types of searches or criteria that I can put into this search. And then the next thing I can do, if we're only talking about certain areas, let me zoom back out. What I can do is I can also draw boundaries in this search. And so what happens, as long as I can narrow down your criteria to at least 250 homes or less, I can save this search and set you up on a new auto email, put in my client here, and go ahead and I can also check the boxes here if I want it to email you every single day or maybe just twice a week if we are just getting going and you're a few months out. This is one of the first steps we do just so you start to get a pulse on the neighborhoods, the real estate in the area, and so you can kind of get used to seeing homes that fit your criteria and what they look like. One nice thing as well is that if you heart a house on this back end or you leave a comment, Lori and I can see from the back end what you're saying about that home and if you're liking that home, why. So super helpful for us to help you.
Hey, I'm Lori.
Hi, I'm Roxanne.
Welcome to Colorado.
Thank you.
Good to finally meet you.
I know, it's been so long.
I know. All right, let's go inside and we're going to show you this beautiful home.
Okay, can't wait.
It's in the neighborhood you wanted.
Yes.
So I'd be curious to know your thoughts.
What a cute door.
I know, I love the color of the door.
So pretty.
So this one is in Academy District 20, in Briargate, the neighborhood you wanted. It's near Children's Hospital, probably about half a mile.
Okay.
So it's close. So great schools. So this one has some updates. You have a dining room, living room, and this nice updated kitchen. You can tell they do a nice job with painting,
So
lights,
cute.
great pantry.
Love it. Super roomy.
And then you do have full upstairs with 3 bedrooms upstairs, and then downstairs with another office bedroom and a play area.
Oh, I love it. It's perfect.
I think 2 or 3 car garage, 3 car I think it was when we pulled in. So a great option here. What I want to show you about this is a great backyard. This is a typical Briargate backyard. You see you have your privacy fence. There is no HOA in this neighborhood. It has a shed. You can see they've planted some trees for some privacy. But pretty good, decent sized backyard for here in Colorado. And you have a little glimpse of the mountain if you look that way.
Yeah, I like it. I have a dog, so this will be perfect.
Yeah. So we're going to pop over onto the streets here, and I just want to show you. So we not only listen to you guys for what you guys want in a house, but listen to you for what you want in a neighborhood. So they wanted to be a little bit close to the mountains. They wanted to be in Briargate. What we pride ourselves on is showing you guys what these streets, these homes look like actually here in Colorado Springs. So this is a neighborhood in Briargate. You can see they are mostly bi-level homes with that basement she wanted. She wanted 4 beds with a flex space and office space, and so that's what that brought into this. And it's also close to parks, and you'll see eventually we're going to drive you guys up to the schools here. So District 20 schools. You have Mountain Ridge Middle School, great school. Academy International, which is also a great school, but she actually chose to choice her kid into actually another school that was probably about a half a mile away. So there are a lot of options here. So when she reached out to us, she said, I really want this street, or I really want this neighborhood, which is great. I love it when they're focused in like that. A lot of our clients are not. They'll just kind of tell us the lifestyle, and we kind of guide them through that process at that point. But, you know, they wanted a privacy fence. They have a dog, no HOA like I noted. So this was a great option for them, and we really zoned in and got them that lifestyle they want, close to walking. They go out walking with their kids, their dogs, her husband every day. So great option here in Colorado Springs.
Lending. Hey Dean, it's Lori and Kayleen here with Colorado's Finest. I wanted to give you a call and let you know of a new client that we're sending over to you. Their names are Roxanne and Michael. They currently are living in Hawaii. He's a VA, but I'm not really sure. She had talked about maybe him retiring, so I don't know all the logistics there, but I thought maybe you could conversate with them. They are looking to buy over here. They're pretty zoned in on a specific area. To be honest, I don't know a lot of their moving parts, but I thought maybe you could help us navigate that. What all do you need from me?
Oh, hey guys, how are you? Yeah, thanks for the call. So we'd love to talk to them. You say they're moving from Hawaii Springs?
Yes.
That sounds good. So the first thing that we would do is just obviously set either a phone call or a conference call. We would definitely first, if their VA eligibility, we can actually help with that just to make sure they're ready to go there. And then we could start with just a soft pull query just to make sure that they're going to qualify for the price point that they're looking for station done, and we can get that done in an hour.
Okay, Dean, thank you so much for connecting with them. We know that they're in good hands, and we'll be conversating with you about what stage they're in, and hopefully we'll be able to write an offer as of this weekend.
I love it. Let's write the offer.
So back in the studio here, I'm going to walk you through what it looks like when you say, Lori and Kayleen, love this home. Let's write that offer. So what does that look like, right? You have your lending in place. We've zoned in on your Colorado dream home. Now we got to get you that home, get you some good equity, and negotiate on your behalf. So I'm going to jump on my screen and show you what the classic Colorado contract looks like and what we help navigate for you through this entire process. So once you say, this is my home, Lori and Kayleen, let's write this offer. I'm not going to go over the offer details with you, but I want you to know that Kayleen and I know our Colorado contract inside and out. We know every single detail of this contract. We can say it in our sleep, but what we use this for is to get you a great offer, right? We are great at talking to that agent, understanding what is a good price to come in at. We run you comps on that home, so we know what that price per square footage is, if it's in line. Our main thing that we pride ourselves on is getting you that home, but also getting you a home that is a good financial investment for your families. We each have a family of our own. We know that buying real estate here in Colorado or wherever you may is a great investment that's going to set your family up for a long time for financial freedom and success. So this contract to us means a lot to us to know that we are getting you into a home that fits your family's needs and is a great investment for you. So along with this contract, I just want to scroll through it and show you, not only do we find you a home and we go looking for that, but we keep track of all these deadlines. So once you go into contract, you're going to deposit that earnest money. We also, at this point, have talked to lending to make sure that this is a solid investment, something you can afford. We don't want you house poor here in Colorado. We want you comfortable with that payment. So that will be run by the lender to tell you exactly where you fall when writing these offers. But along with that, if you look, there's also title deadlines. There's association docs deadlines, which if the house has an HOA, we have time to review. If you don't agree with them, you get your earnest money back, so on and so forth as far as loans. So we help manage all these dates and deadlines for you throughout the entire process. So initially when you contract on a home, you write that offer, it gets accepted, it goes to the closing table, typically about 30 days. Can be more or less, absolutely. We help navigate that with you, especially if you have a home that you're selling, so you're contingent upon the sale of your home in your current state. So this is where our offer comes in, earnest money loan types, as far as what type of loan, if you're conventional, FHA, VA loans. All this stuff in here is, some of that won't apply depending upon your situation. But you can see there's a lot of terms that come along with that Colorado contract, talking about your mineral rights, which you don't have here in Colorado, basically. Do you need an ILC that goes with it? Typically no, depending upon the home you're buying. Again, we'll help you through every single point of this contract, from initial contract to the closing date. Closing provisions, are we putting in that you do have a home to sell? Are we putting in any type of inspection clause or appraisal clause? We will help you navigate that, and Kayleen and I are bulldogs, and we get you the best deal for your home here in Colorado. Dates and deadlines.
So we don't want to bore you all too much.
This is like talking about like taxes, or what else is something that's like blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah. But this really is where Lori and I take over and really shine and do a really good job for you all in keeping that transaction together.
Right. I feel like we've hardly ever have a transaction fall apart due to these dates and deadlines. We're pretty good negotiators. We're pretty good at always communicating.
So what we're talking about in that offer that we wrote, and I like the way our Colorado contract is lined out. There's kind of like this section up above that's kind of like an Excel sheet, and it's all these dates and deadlines. And then listed down below in the contract, it kind of lays out all the rules for holding those dates and deadlines together. So what the contract comes down to is holding these dates and deadlines together. So some of the important dates in there, maybe you could just run through real quick.
There's
I know
title work, there's insurance for your home,
ordering
there's
HOA
docs, and all these pieces are parts in the contract that you can back out of and get your earnest money back, and that's why we hold ourselves so strictly to these dates and deadlines, because we know they're important to getting you not only your home, but getting you to that closing table and making sure it's a great fit for you. Mm-hmm. I would say two of the other major ones, obviously you saw that whole grid, we're all over that, but would be inspection.
Yeah.
And then the appraisal.
Well, and here in Colorado, we try to get inspection done pretty much as soon as possible, because we don't want you going any further into that contract unless we know that we've gone through the home with a fine-tooth comb and you know what you're getting into as far as the condition of the home and what we saw visually. We just want to make sure that everything is safe and sound before we move any further. Another important piece is appraisal, and that is ordered for you through your lender, and it's a complete third party that is only advocating for you. They aren't doing our job, they aren't working for the lender, they are only working for you as the buyer to ensure that your contract price is agreed upon with that third party as the value of the home.
Right. I know you can be here for these, or you don't have to be here. We're your boots on the grounds here. We always say we will, you have a lot of moving pieces going on already as far as like logistics. Maybe you're selling a home, moving your family, getting situated. So we will make that part smooth. Look at our Google reviews. You can see we have 5-star reviews across the board. We absolutely love it. And
we're really good at communicating through the process as well.
So that's a little bit boring part, but dates and deadlines, we wanted to give that to you.
Home buying process. I thought you might be sick of hearing it from Lori and I, so we decided to bring on one of our preferred lenders. I know you talked to Dean, who's one of our preferred lenders. Now we're bringing on James with Springs Best Inspections, and he is one of our preferred vendors for inspections. So give us maybe a quick elevator speech on what you're checking when you're there at inspection, what the process is, and then maybe we can jump over to your website and I'll tell you a little bit about other services they could add on.
Hi guys, so basically we're here at your service to come in there, help you out through this process.
And at this point, just so you know, before I let you get too far, you've gone under contract. We've negotiated the deal. We try to take care of inspection towards the very first week. So you're coming into this at the very beginning and verifying that this house is in good condition.
Right, to make sure that, we find everything we can in there so you have the best understanding of that home as possible. That's our goal. So, we go in, we start on the outside with the roof and then do the exterior inspection, go inside, go top to bottom, look at all the mechanical stuff.
What I think would also be helpful, why don't I just pull up maybe a past inspection report? We can take a look and you'll see really how many photos and videos are embedded in this report. And then you can tell us about other options as far as add-on services that you can add on above and beyond your normal inspection. So let's hop on over here. So I just wanted to pull up one of the inspection reports so you can kind of see. So everything up here is hyperlinked. What I like about this report is that all of the stuff to really pay attention to is up front. And so not only do you get verbiage on here, but you also get tons of photos pointing out to maybe what some of the issues could be, so we know exactly how to negotiate that. I'm saying, James, what window are we talking about? I know that, while we're there, you can go back over, ask questions, but even if you're from afar, we can be as specific as we need with these reports. One thing I'll let you talk to is additional services. So,
sure. So, aside from the two different inspections that I would offer, there's other testing that you might want to do in your house to know, if you have any health sensitivities or things like that. A lot of people don't know what radon is. So, for instance, we offer radon testing. Water quality is a big thing that people want to know.
If you're using a VA loan and you have a well, this is going to be something that the lender requires, is a water test. Sewer scopes are definitely one of the most popular things people add on.
Yeah, sewer scoping is pretty important. Getting a camera down that line and looking for defects and stuff, and this can be even in brand new homes, new builds. Commonly we do find issues in new homes as well. So, for a couple $100 or less, you can get that peace of mind and walk away knowing that you're in good shape with your sewer system. Otherwise, if there is an issue, then you found it and, you're avoiding high costs on the other end at that point.
So what I wanted to point out is that inspection, there's actually still a lot of moving pieces at this point. We've negotiated the deal. Inspection is definitely a time that we kind of negotiate through. We come up with these list of items that the inspector has found. We renegotiate a kind of honey-do list, and we ask for that to be done during inspection time.
The closing and making Colorado your home. Last but not least is
our favorite part.
Our favorite part is closing. That closing is the day you get to that closing table. Your lending comes through. You get the keys to your home like all these people.
Yep.
And we love to make Colorado your home here and make that as seamless as possible. Our favorite day is
the closing day.
The closing day.
So last but not least, I promised you that you would hear from one of our clients themselves, and that is what's going to roll next.
And her name, of course, as you probably know by now, is... All right, so we are actually talking about the process of moving here, and Roxanne was one of our clients. She bought, when did you close again? Was it May?
3rd.
Yeah, so May, but you have been here for a year. So we've been talking to Roxanne for, I think by the time that you actually closed on your home, it almost wasn't, if we looked it up as far as how far back our text messages went, it wasn't like a year?
I think it was 2.
2 years?
I want to say it was 2.
you did,
Because
you
we
were
started in
here.
2021.
Yeah, so it was a while. So we were like, hey, like we would love to give you guys a perspective of what it looks like to move here, because we know you guys all have a lot of moving pieces, as did you. And so you know what that looks like as far as moving your family, yourselves across the country, because you guys were in Hawaii.
Yep.
Do you remember far back, way back then?
Yeah.
So what were your, like, when you first got the news that you were going to move here, or you guys had a conversation with you and your husband, like, let's move to Colorado, what were some of those like worries that you had and what that looked like?
Yeah, so we just wanted to live in a really, nice, quiet neighborhood. Something, so that is what, not being ever coming here before.
Yeah, because you had never been to Colorado before.
Yeah, so not knowing the exact neighborhoods, but you guys were so helpful in showing us videos that it made us feel so much more comfortable.
Like you actually kind of knew the area a little bit, right, without having to be here.
Yeah.
And so you moved all your son and your husband and your dog
Yep.
across country.
I did.
And then they like, some of our clients will come and they'll move right into a home that we find them. Some of them will rent for a little while. Some will do short term. I think you guys, you knew what street you wanted to live on.
I did.
We were owned into the exact street, basically, she wanted to live on.
Yes.
And once it came on, we pounced.
Yes, and so that was another worry, was that, we weren't going to be able to find a home in the neighborhood we wanted, because it's, it's hard to find a home that's
checks all the boxes.
Yeah, that checks all the boxes, that is in the neighborhood you want. So, and in an established neighborhood, especially, because, it's not a new build. You can't just pick, your
finishes. And
yeah.
Like that. So now that you've been here for a year, what's your true take on Colorado? Having never been here before, moving your family here, were you glad you did it? What are the pros, cons, with that kind of stuff with Colorado?
So, it was the best decision we've ever made.
Oh, we love to hear that.
Yeah, we're super happy. We're happy with our home. We're happy with the neighborhood, and we're close to everything.
Yeah.
I'm actually saving gas.
Yeah.
So, I couldn't be happier. The view's amazing.
The weather, what do you think about the weather? Is it cold? Because you're from Hawaii.
I know. So I like the weather because it changes. So
you never know.
I like change. So it definitely just fits our family perfectly, to be honest. Yeah.
And the school? Like, you love the schools?
I do, I love the school. I love the hospitals here.
In the neighborhood, you feel safe and quiet, like you kind of wanted.
Yep, and the neighbors are so sweet. They came and brought us cookies and cakes, and we even had a neighbor do our yard for us.
Oh, I need to find that neighbor.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, thank you for doing this little script with us. We just know a lot of people who are moving across the country when they watch our videos, and so what that actually looks like in real life, because it happens all the time. So thank you for doing that with us.
No, thank you.
Oh, yeah. That's cute.
So thank you for trusting us along the whole process. I know it was quite the journey to get you all here over the last couple of years, but we sure appreciate you, and we're glad to have you not only as a client, but as a friend.
Thank you. And this is the true Colorado life.